So this is Andrew Cella. He got 7th place at the Providence Regional.
How you guys doing? So I wanted to play Salamangreat today. So here's my list. It's just 3 Gazelle. Obviously, you can't play without it. 2 spinnies. I think that's pretty standard. I think any more than that's a brick because you really don't want to see like multiple spinnies.
Absolutely.
Unless you get, one gets banished. But realistically, that's only being greedy or reckless or brick. So you should be fine with 2. Double Foxy. Again, you don't want to see multiple of it because it's just a brick, honestly.
Okay.
You really just want to see as many ways to Gazelle as possible, and this is one of them, but you also have like a shit ton of spell cards. So realistically, I only ever use this for like its graveyard effect, to discard Salamangreats, pop back row, out floodgates. I don't really like using its normal summon effect because I feel like that's really reliant and really like just easy, like you just whiff and then nothing happens. They don't even have to ash you.
That's definitely fair.
And then out of the level 4s, I play the standard 3. I don't bump up the numbers. I see some people playing 2 foul. I think that's just wrong. Like it's cool to force out Dweller, but it's also just a brick. If you open up either of these 2 and like nothing else, like they're just bad. If you open up Jaguar, it's really not that bad because that's Sunlight Wolf with Banling's Grave and whatever. So that's not the worst.
I've seen builds that have 2 Jaguar. Why only the 1?
You don't want to open up 2 of any of the level 4s, like ever. You could play 2. If I were to play 2 of any of them, it would be this. Okay. I'm just not. I don't see the need. Small Cyberse Engine, 2 Buffalo, 1 Debug. I definitely wouldn't play any more or any less of the Buffalo. I played 1 a couple events ago. Never saw it. It was a brick every time I got it. It was just weird. Debug is Debug. Just Gazelle +1. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then hand trap lineup. 3 Ash, obviously. 3 Valor, 3 Phantasme, and 2 Bell.
Why the 2 Bell?
It has a lot more impact than people think this format, I feel like. It's somewhat weak against Thunder. It has its moments, but realistically, it's good in the mirror match. It's great against Orcust, and it has the application against Striker. Yeah, it can just, it can stop the Ray in battle because it negates activations, you know what I mean? It can stop Kagari, so it does have its moments.
It can also protect you from Called by the Grave.
Yeah, and that's also really huge because, like, your graveyard is super important in this game, obviously, and especially with Salamangreats. So that's the monster lineup. I think that's 24 monsters. So obviously on its spells, you got 3 Circle. I would never play any less of this card. This shit is the real. Quick play search spell. It's also like an ego booster, somewhat like for like monster effects. Yeah. Yeah, this shit is just amazing. 3 Mining, another card I wouldn't play any less of. I see people cutting this card completely, and like I understand somewhat, but not really. The card's just too good. It's like full combo without normal summon. That's just really good.
Yeah, you're playing 3 reinforcements of the army.
1 and 1. I also see people cutting the will.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't understand that at all. It's literally soul charge. It wins me mad games. It gets me to sword. It lets me overextend. It's just free. And then 3 Call by the Grave also would never ever drop that down, ever. Double Desires. Some people don't play this card. This just gets me there. You could either use it to bait the Ash. Not like you don't have a million Ash baits. True. But realistically, you just go through full combo. You get your Jaguar out of deck. You get your Field Spell out of deck. Hopefully, you get the Falco out of deck.
Did you ever banish all your good stuff today?
Yeah, I did. I still won those games though. Yeah. Because it just gets you there. You just draw hand traps. You know what I mean? If you resolve this at the end of the combo, it's just 2 free cards. So you could have had Dweller and like Rage, or Dweller and a hand trap, and boom, you just drew Rage and another hand trap. You know what I mean? Like it's just really free.
Very true.
Double Super Poly. Played this all day. Used this all day. Played a lot of Rogue. And like normally you'd think that was dead. But a lot of the times people play Super Poly against you, so it's fun to just Super Poly them back.
That definitely makes sense.
On top of that, Super Polying off Link monsters with like one of your shitty Salamangreats is still a pretty relevant play. And almost every deck links. Almost. And then the 2 trap cards. So that was the main deck.
Would you bump up any of the trap cards?
No. Sorry, the build's already at 41.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to take anything out for the second Super Poly when I got it. So on to the extra deck. I only play 2 Banlings.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that's bad for the grind game or whatever. I've almost never had the 3rd Banlings come up. You just really have to know how to resource, and like I feel like that's not hard. The whole deck loops out of the graveyard. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you have to use both, you have to use both. But at that point in the game, you should be in a state where you're either winning or losing indefinitely. You know what I mean?
True. Makes sense.
3 Sunlight Wolf, obviously. The double Heatleo. Yeah. I don't see anyone else playing this above or below 2. There's just no reason to do that. It's just weird.
2 definitely seems correct.
Yeah. The 1 Hita, 1 Phoenix. Hita's honestly insane. Just the it turns any Link 2 into like a Link 3 if your opponent has Ash in Graveyard or has Kagari, which obviously a lot of decks play with Hornet Drone's Engine for Orcust. So yeah, and a lot of people will try to Phoenix because you do play back row in this deck. So yeah, it's just free extender, and you could use it to get rid of like Phantasme, like worst case, or like if you summon Scythe, or you just have a bullshit hand trap and you need to get the fire monsters. It's just like it fixes weird spots. And then the one sword. I didn't play Load. I don't play Abramax. Load is amazing. I probably wouldn't play Abramax because the space is too tight. I just decided Sword over Load because this deck has like trouble pushing through boards ish. It's mostly pushing for like high damage through high attack fire monsters. So Sword just fixes that. You could Load, but it's just like once you commit your upper spot to something that's not a Salamangreat, if you can't get this to a lower spot, it really leaves you in like a vulnerable state. And I feel like even doing that with the Bora Load is just like not enough anymore because people can just summon Legionnaire, boom, summon Ninjutsu, send. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just not enough to end on a Bora Load. I feel like, so I'd rather just end it with Sword. I play both fusions, one Chimera and one Sword Venom. Chimera for obvious reasons. It's just OTK button. I did that a couple times today where I would just push for damage, Super Poly at the end of the battle phase, or Super Poly, they would Phoenix, they would target my set Super Poly, I would just Super Poly it, get the discard back, which is fire, because if you do make it under Sunlight Wolf, you just get whatever fire monster you discard it back, or get back Ash if you already have the Gazelle, which is super free.
Yeah.
And then Starving Venom, obviously Dark is huge, plus it's Raigeki, so getting over it is annoying. It can also copy monster effects of any level 5 or higher your opponent controls, so like, that might randomly come up. Like, one time my opponent had a Crystal Wing, I Super Poly the rest of his board. I activate effect to copy his Crystal Wings attack. He negated it, and it got destroyed, and I Regeki'd his board.
Yeah, that's
that'll do it. You know what I mean?
That'll do it.
And then one Stalio, obviously.
I see a lot of those playing too.
I probably could, if I were to make room somewhere. But I like my extra deck. I think it's balanced pretty perfectly.
Okay.
Dweller. I blind this every first turn if I can. Like every first turn, it really doesn't matter. Like if it doesn't work, it's just the better play. Like I blinded this and it ended up being a Guru deck. I still won the match. You know what I mean? Like it's whatever. And then Tornado Dragon, I shit you not, was the most clutch card out of my extra deck today. Obviously besides like Sunlight Wolf and shit and like out of these, it was like Tornado Dragon was king.
Really?
My first like 4 rounds were like Rogue almost. So my matchup, let me get the side deck first, and I'll explain why that card was amazing. So, triple reboot. I think this is kind of staple right now. Mind decks play Metaverse. It's just an extra Ash, you know what I mean? It's good against the Fogblade Crescendos, because a lot of people go for Crescendo now, because they're going to expect you to side in twins. So that's free. Good against Guru, good against Geist, good against Draco. That should, be enough right there. Yeah. Same reason, clear back row, forces out Orcus board if they don't get the Crescendo, forces out Crescendo if they do have Crescendo. You know what I mean? So it's just whatever. Everyone should be siding this. 3 Sanctum, 1 Scythe.
Okay.
The engine is normally like amazing for me. I didn't really get the chance to side it in too much today because I played against a lot of Rogue.
Okay.
And the one time that I sided in twice, one time, I got it off, and the second time I drew this game 3 of the final round at X01, and it just kind of like was the 1 brick too much. So that was that. And then I played 1 Order and 1 Unending Nightmare.
Why the Unending Nightmare?
I was thinking like between that or an Anti-Spell because I just had like this weird 1 space. And Anti-Spell is good for like a turn, but if I don't have anything to follow up with the Anti-Spell, I'm just like hurt, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes
this
sense.
Won me games, you know what I mean? Like games. Like I went against 2 Striker Mind players, I got this against one of them, it was the auto dub, you know what I mean? He activates Roll Pop, it's Mind Pop, you know what I mean? Like it was just great. This did cause me to brick 1. I actually do, I tried siding this in against an Orcus player because they like to do the Light Stage engine and you set back row and whatever, and it actually cost me to lose a game, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't get it on my opening turn and then I top decked it. And like the next card was Jaguar. We were in a simplified game state because I scythed them. Yeah, so that was that. So my matchups went. Round 1 was Fluffles. That was free. Game 1 I had to set up a board he couldn't break, and then game 2 I just double Valored him and then OTK'd him. Game 2 was Draco. I got him 2-1. He caught me off guard game 1. I opened up, I went first, opened up Valor Phantasme. I thought I was cool, I was chilling. And then he summons Border, so that was that. I still won that 2-1. 3 was, what was round 3? Buffle, Draco, and then...
Was it Geist?
No, that was round 4. Guru was round 3. I 2-0'd him. 2-1 him, sorry. Game 1, he cracked down, strike. There can be only one me.
Oh, he had
So,
it.
yeah, he had it.
When you have it, you have it.
Yeah. Game 2 and Game 3, side deck got me there. You know, whatever, it's fun. Game 4 was against Geist. That was super free. That was a quick 2-0. Game 5 was against Striker. Mind Striker. Unending was huge. The hand traps were huge. Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon got me through Draco, it got me through Guru, and it got me through both the Mind Strikers. Round 5 and 6 were both Mind Strikers. And one was 2-0, one was 2-1. Round 7, I went against Orcust, where I drew. So there was like a minute left. I had Helio, I had Jaguar, I had the field spell, and like if I would have played fast, he would have ended with like 20 seconds. He could have killed me in battle phase or whatever. But I could have like slow played him if I wanted. I could have just reincarnated Leo, make his shit 0, damage, whatever. Make just link away from the 30 seconds I would have left. But we ended up drawing, and then in the final round I went against Orcust again, lost 2-1. I just misplayed in the final round. My opening hand was Rage Scythe. Of course I drew the Scythe. Falco, Foul, and Circle. So it was just garbage. I circled, got the Gazelle, he didn't Ash it, which is fine. Normally the Gazelle, chain the Foul to block that, just, to avoid Ash. He did have the Ash, but, he obviously couldn't chain it. My misplay was sending Spinny instead of Foxy, because I had the Falco in hand. What I could have done is I could have went into Balinks to get the field spell. Hey, if you Ash it, you Ash it, but no one's going to Ash the Balinks because then they're bad. You know what I mean? Like, we're at table 2. No one's Ashing the Balinks. I would have got the field spell, activated the field spell, discarded the Falco to summon the Foxy, Sunlight Wolf, and then, I'm sorry, no Sunlight Wolf. Falco the Foxy back, and then make Dweller. And then I would have had like Foxy in hand with like Rage Scythe, so I could have Scythed them, I could have Dwellered them. But I ended up ending on like a Stalio with like a Foul and like the Rage Scythe, and it just wasn't enough. Like, it stopped him for a turn, but he just had the Trickstar engine, so he was able to attack into my Stalio with Corvine. I had no Banlinks, and he was able to attack into my Foul with the Candina, and then I just top deck Unending fucking Nightmare when the card behind it was Jaguar. And he had no hand trap, so I would have had like full combo. I would have been able to make Dweller that turn, which would have been amazing.
Any deck changes you would have made?
No. I've had this deck for 3 tournaments straight. I got 12th at Lockhaven with it, 27th at Philly, losing to Cotton in the last round, and then I just got 7th here. So I think this list is like honestly incredibly balanced. I wouldn't change anything. It's probably the building when I take the Nats. Well, no. In Nats, I'll probably end up main decking Lancias because, it's Nats.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And then, yeah, that's it.
Any closing words?
Nope.
All right.
Thank you.
Good luck at Nats.